Hello everyone, and we are back again with another episode of Unscripted Greatness. And for this episode, we have an amazing person. She is not only an architect, but she is a painter and artist, and she is none other than architect Priya Panjwani. We hope you will enjoy this episode. Stay tuned and watch till the end.
Journey.
Yeah. So actually, I wanted to get into the field of designing, and eventually, I got to know about architecture, and I liked the field. So, and I wanted to get out of Raipur, so that is why I joined architecture.
So I think that is your main purpose. That was your main purpose to get out of Raipur.
Yes, yes.
Where you were?
I was in Mumbai for 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have done your architecture from there.
Yes. From
Uh, what was your thought in your mind that you chose architecture as a field? I mean, what was it? The first thing you came, I have to do this.
Um, I think I had a skill. I think I have a skill. I have a creative skill. So that is why I wanted to get into designing. And
तो क्या मतलब करियर कैसे आपने वो आपके मन में वो थॉट आया कि आपको वो कि करियर सिलेक्ट करना चाहिए जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ यू वांटेड टू टेक डिजाइनिंग एंड जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दैट ओनली solely that purpose that you wanted to
that is it.
go outside. Nice. So you being an architect, what will be your first suggestion to the people who want to pursue the art?
I think architecture is a good field, but it takes quite a lot of time. Like 5 years is a lot of time for architecture, and I think it should be reduced to maybe 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
And I think the board is trying for it, and I would suggest that if you have patience, then only you should opt for architecture, because it requires a lot of time, and initially if you don't have any support, if you don't have financial support, I think you should not opt for architecture, because initially you are it is consuming your 5 years, and then you have to get into the field, get to know it. It will take 3 years, and then you will have to start your own venture. It will take 2 to 3 years more. So if you have that amount of patience,
Yeah.
for like it is consuming your 10 years, so it should.
बट आई थिंक वो ही उस मतलब एक स्पेशलिटी आर्किटेक्चर की आर्किटेक्चर एज अ कोर्स की वही है ना दैट इट इज फॉर 5 years.
Yes.
Isn't it? मतलब आप बोल रहे हो
No,
उसको
no.
रिड्यूस करना है, so why should we reduce it? Why should the board reduce it?
Because I think it can be reduced.
Because you know, being myself as a career counselor, when जब कोई आके मेरे से पूछता है तो मैं उनको ये बताता हूँ कि सिविल 4 साल का होता है, सिविल इंजीनियरिंग, और होता है लोगों का एक रहता है कि कंपैरिजन होता है कि आर्किटेक्चर कोर्स एज सिविल इंजीनियरिंग. तो मैं भी जब सलाह देता हूँ कि व्हाट इज योर थॉट इनटू डिजाइनिंग थिंग्स एंड टू कंस्ट्रक्ट थिंग्स, गो टुवर्ड्स आर्किटेक्चर. एंड पर्क्स ऑफ बीइंग इन आर्किटेक्चर इज कि आपको 5 साल के लिए मिलेगा वो, और आपको ज्यादा सीखने को मिलेगा. तो ये तो उसमें मुझे कहीं लगा कि आपने जो बोला कि तो
On that, I would say कि the course can be reduced to 4 years. The board is also feeling that, because 5 years is a lot of
It's too much time,
to understand designing. To understand design, you can shrink the course to 4 years. It is a good amount
It's a
of
good
time.
amount, okay.
Yeah.
So, what practical knowledge? I mean,
Yes, I was coming to
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
That if there is so if it is 5 year course, you can keep practical knowledge to 2.5 years maybe, so that people know exactly what is going in the world, rather than keeping it conceptual. And if it is a 4 year course, you can still increase the practical knowledge
Okay.
there.
But then how will you I mean, compare it with the civil engineering.
What I think is architecture is about designing and the aesthetics and how a space feels more than how it will stand. So that is how I compare it.
एक साल का होता है ना वहाँ, मतलब एक पूरा ट्रेनिंग है 1 से 1.5 साल का.
Yes.
5th year I guess.
1 semester.
1 semester होता है, तो
Yes.
you have to work under some company or something like that.
So it depends upon the college also. For some it is 1 semester, for some it is 2 semesters.
How's a career? मतलब if someone wants to make, how's a career?
Architecture?
Yeah, because क्योंकि क्या मैंने एक चीज देखा, नोटिस किया है कि everyone wants to open their own firm
Yes.
rather than working for someone else. So what's your take on this? क्योंकि अगर सब लोग करेंगे तो फिर किसी के लिए काम कौन कैसे करेगा, और फिर क्या वो एक रेशियो बैलेंस होना चाहिए.
I would say if you have anyone from your family who is in the field, you should gain more practical knowledge from them, like going into the fields, like maybe like you can go to the sites with them, you can start taking up projects, you can get into interiors. So if someone is getting into architecture, it is not necessary that you have to play the role of an architect, but it tells you it actually it teaches you a lot of skills, like managing your time and etc. So you gain a lot of skills, and you can after architecture you can get into various fields like designing, interior designing. You can get into you can get into lighting designing. You can get into UI UX designing. Like some of my friends are getting into it, but that is not exactly a stream which is connected to architecture.
बहुत स्ट्रेट क्वेश्चन, एक बिल्डर ठेकेदार और एक आर्किटेक्ट में क्या फर्क होता है?
बिल्डर ठेकेदार?
हाँ, क्योंकि लोगों को नहीं पता है, आम जनता को ये नहीं पता. आर्किटेक्ट तो ठीक है ना, मेरा घर तो मेरा ठेकेदार ही बना देगा, उसके पास भी डिजाइन प्लान है, वो खुद कर लेगा. बट आप क्या स्ट्रेंथ लेके आओगे?
So
थोड़ा सा स्ट्रेट क्वेश्चन है.
हाँ,
थोड़ा इसलिए मैंने पूछा.
ये कॉमन पब्लिक के लिए, फॉर अ country like India, where we have most of the population whose priority is not designing still. So for developed countries, they focus on creative spaces. They focus on how a space feel like, how a person feel when they enter a space, how the aesthetic of the space. And for most of for a lot of people in India, they are still struggling for basic needs. So there is a lot of difference in a ठेकेदार and an architect. A ठेकेदार might incorporate Vastu principles into it, and an architect would tell you how a space would feel like in different time of the day.
But Vastu is good. I mean, अच्छा था, आपने वास्तु का यूज किया. वास्तु के बारे में आप क्या बोलते हैं? वास्तु, I think वास्तु is mandatory in your teachings.
Yes, it is not mandatory.
Okay.
But most of the people in India,
almost I guess everybody, because I've heard of I mean जिनके बारे में भी मैंने सुना है, सब लोग वो वास्तु का कोर्स करते ही हैं, तो वो I guess it's mandatory. So
see, in our course nothing is mandatory.
Okay.
But to be successful in our business, in architecture, you require a lot of experience, and you have to understand human psychology also. And being in India, you have to follow, like, there are various architects who I follow, and they have to follow Vastu principles, because people here follow Vastu principles. Like, your clients would follow, they would need Vastu principles to be followed in their design. So for them, we have to apply it and learn it.
Projects कैसे मिलते हैं? एक आर्किटेक्ट को? नहीं, इसमें भी दो चीजें मतलब डिफरेंशिएट करना चाहूंगा. इफ यू आर स्टार्टिंग योर करियर, हाउ विल यू अप्रोच अ क्लाइंट कि मेरे को प्रोजेक्ट चाहिए, और आपका एक रेपो बन गया है, रेपुटेशन बन गया है, तो फिर प्रोजेक्ट लेने का अप्रोच कैसा रहेगा आपका?
See, initially, you have to ask your relatives. You have to apply to various people you know to help you. There are various architects you can go to work under them, and eventually, with time, you realize that you have to still learn various skills. So, with time, when you are in the field, you can approach their clients, or maybe they directly approach you.
Okay.
And sometimes you ask your relatives to, like, word of mouth. They can give you projects.
Okay, but do you find any difficulty finding clients in tier 3, tier 4 cities? क्योंकि tier 1, tier 2 cities में तो people have that mindset, that vision, I have to make things, my home, my place, my anything to be like this grandeur. But ऐसा होता होगा कि tier 3, tier 4 में difficulties होती हैं.
There are difficulties because architecture is, I mean, see, someone is investing a lot of amount, a lot of money into building their dream home. So you need that much goodwill to earn that. To stand up to their expectations, you have to show them your good works. You have to stand up to their principles. So it is difficult to get clients, but once you show them what you are capable of, they do trust you.
How many types of professions are there in this? I mean, being category एक लिया मैंने, architect as a category. So उसमें आप bifurcate कैसे करेंगे?
See, architecture is a creative field. You can, as I mentioned earlier, you can get into UI UX also.
Okay.
So just after 12th you get into architecture, and if you are really good, so you previously when I had joined architecture, you could get into it with commerce and maths. Now it is compulsory for you to have physics, chemistry, maths. So that I think is not necessary, because if you compare me with any other student, I would stand up exactly the same in creative, being creative. And if it is about a building standing properly, you can consult an engineer.
Okay. Now tell us about your company or what type of work you do.
I still don't have, like, I am freelancing, but I've not opened anything as such. So I got into architecture 9 years back. I have a work experience of 4 years. I realized that I should have a side income, so I got into painting. So now I am into it since 2 years, and I used to like it since childhood, so it's going good.
Fabulous. What type of projects do you do? I mean, every type of project.
Yeah,
What type of work do you do?
mostly residential.
Residential.
I have a good amount of experience in residential designing, and yeah,
Residentials.
mostly, yeah.
Mostly. So, in your city, where do you live currently right now?
In Raipur.
In Raipur.
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice. So you take projects from
Yeah.
other cities, other towns. Any
Yes,
international
I had-
project?
No.
Well, we hope.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So I've taken up projects in Raipur. Outside I had tried, but I could not get it. I'm trying for it.
What was the interesting project that you've done? One interesting project, and what was the most difficult project? I mean, in the execution.
Okay. So for me, I like every project. So every project is interesting for me because I like to be creative with every project. There is something different in each project. And second one,
Challenging, toughest,
challenging.
difficult.
Okay. So there has not been any difficult like challenging project as such.
Challenging as in that you were having a hard time executing that one.
But okay. So
I
still,
mean-
I would say as a design challenge, I would say there was one where I had to put a lot of my head into designing an elevation because it was a really big project for a really good client in Raipur. And I would say the most difficult part there was they couldn't finalize things properly. So that was a challenge for me.
Very interestingly, you mentioned painting. So throw light on that. Your painting
So
as a profession.
it's a good field, I think. So now I'm getting married. So I
Congratulations.
thank you. I am going to Bombay. So I think
Your dream place.
yeah, yes. So I thought there people are very enthusiastic about paintings. So as I mentioned, 2 years back I had started it. It's going really well. Uh, I have a page named My Art Abode. There I put daily updates of what I am doing and all the projects that I've got. And I would say I have got really good clients in this field in painting, and it's going really well.
That's nice. Congratulations for your and best of luck for your
Thank you.
art journey
Thank you. I'm planning for an exhibition soon.
in Mumbai.
Yeah. I hope it goes well.
How much time it take to design and to execute every step?
So
What's your
architecture, like,
tenure of a single project?
see, you have to see it as a square feet area. If a project is like a residential project in tier 2 cities, you can assume minimum square feet as 1600 square feet for a house. So starting with that, if for example it is a 1600 square feet area plot, you have to construct 2 stories. It will take maybe like 8 to 9 months for construction, and for interior again 8 to 9 months. If it is a bigger project, you can take an average time of 2 to 3 years minimum.
So, coming down to the final question, what will you tell to the audience about your field, architecture? What's that one thing you're gonna say?
I would say get into architecture if you have patience, and just don't think about financial
But
things.
isn't it interesting? I mean, okay, that's okay. Being patient is one thing, but you don't think if someone is very interested into designing and that, then I don't think patience should be a concern to him or her.
Yes, that is what I'm thinking. That is what I'm saying since the beginning. That if you're getting into architecture, you should have a mindset that it will consume your 8 years. That's it.
Okay, quite a good amount of time.
Yeah, 8 years. Considering your education and your experience, everyone needs 8 years of time.
It was a fun conversation with you, so
Same here.
thanks a lot.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you enjoyed it, do like, share, and subscribe, and leave the feedbacks in the comments below. And we will see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.